Hi, I'm Brandon Naidoo. I'm a criminal defense attorney here in San Diego. If you've been charged with kidnapping, there is a lot that you need to know. I want to touch on some of the key aspects about kidnapping because it is a very serious, violent crime in California. The first thing to know is that if you've been charged or accused of kidnapping, or you believe you're under investigation for kidnapping, understand this. When you walk in on that first day to court, the deck is already substantially stacked against you. Kidnapping is not a light charge. This is not what we would deem, per se, a wobbler charge where it could be a misdemeanor, it could be a felony. No, this is a felony. Regular, simple kidnapping carries a penalty of up to 8 years in state prison. And that's not taking into account any additional what we would call aggravating factors that would elevate the kidnapping to what is known as aggravated kidnapping. Aggravated kidnapping is any kidnapping that is associated with additional events that elevate the seriousness of the accused offense. If the person kidnapped is under the age of 14, that will raise it to an aggravated kidnapping. If the person is held for ransom, that will elevate it to an aggravated kidnapping. If the person is injured significantly or ultimately dies as a result of the kidnapping, that will be an aggravated kidnapping. So what is the punishment for aggravated kidnapping? Well, in California, it's life in prison, and that's it. There is no what we would call a sentencing triad. It could be 15 to life, 20 to life, maybe 5 years, 10 years life. No, it's life. And that is one of the facts that is most surprising to most folks when they are charged with kidnapping and it's been elevated to an aggravated, is that when they walk into court, the deck is stacked against them so incredibly high that the only thing on the table at that moment is life in prison. Okay, so it's very important that we are understanding the situation, what you're accused of, what have the police reported in their investigation, what is your side of the story and the version of events that actually occurred. And a lot of people, when it comes to a crime like kidnapping, a lot of folks say, listen, that is a crime that does not apply to me. That's like murder. I'm not going to murder anybody. I'm not going to kidnap anybody. So I don't need to worry about that. Well, unfortunately, with kidnapping, oftentimes the people who are charged with kidnapping are the people you would least likely suspect. The most common form of kidnapping that is charged is actually parental kidnapping. Your classic example would be a divorced couple with a minor child or children, and they live apart from each other. And let's say dad has little Johnny for the summer weeks from June till the end of July, and at the end of July, Johnny has to go back to mom. And dad decides, Johnny's going to stay at my house for an additional 4 weeks. He doesn't clear it with mom. He doesn't seek permission. It's outside of the custody agreement, and mom reports it. That is a form of kidnapping. And now dad is charged with kidnapping. And because little Johnny was under the age of 14, there's the potential for it to be raised to an aggravated kidnapping. And dad is now facing life in prison simply because, in his mind, he may have just wanted to spend an extra 4 weeks with his son without permission from mom. So if you've been charged with kidnapping, if you've been approached by detectives or law enforcement related to a potential kidnapping charge, it is very, very important that you call our office so that we can immediately speak with you, start developing a very strong defense strategy to mitigate these charges and bring your story and the actual sequence of events to light to tackle that extremely stacked deck that is already against you when you walk into court. So give us a call, 619-577-0868.